Linda, what is the Great Start Fund?
So the Great
How
Start
does that play into this, and how do they get their money?
Well, I'll tell you as much as the bill tells me and as much as I have found out. Again, it's written very simplistically. It's established, it will be established through this bill. It will be placed, it will be part of our state treasury, and it will have funds allotted by law and provided donated funds and transferred funds. And the one statement that I found with transferable funds, later in the bill, it states that transferred funds come from the Commissioner of Management and Budget for funding as necessary. It's just as necessary. So funding will be available from the Commissioner of Management and Budget as necessary in any given year. So it's a little bit open-ended.
Wow. How much money are we talking about? And how much money is on the table? Does this bill have a fiscal note yet?
I have not seen it. But I do know there are other bills floating around in the House and the Senate that are funding bills they are acceptance bills, essentially, to accept the grants that have now been sent to the states. And some of them have no content as to how they will be implemented. And if they continue to have no content, that can easily be thrown over to one of the departments for them to write their own rules as to how it will be implemented. And that will go into the rules, either by the Department of Education or the Department of Health, or both. So our legislature needs to really be involved in these bills.
Right. When a piece of legislation is passed, the implementation of that law then goes to the agencies to implement, and they establish rules. If you're not aware of this, folks, that kind of lay down how the law is supposed to be implemented, and a lot of shenanigans takes place at that level, and it takes a very vigilant public to keep an eye on that kind of stuff. Oftentimes, even the legislators who pass the law are not aware of ways that the law is being implemented through the agencies.